Oh, now you want to start crying. Now you want to start crying like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to start, look, when things is going good, now your ass want to start making some noise. Now you care. Now you give a fuck. Right? Man, if you don't get your ass up out of here with that bullshit, now Ben Simmons is hot. We gonna dive in, man. We gonna dive into this right quick, okay? We gonna really dive into this. Um, this is according to Ramona Shelburne, Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Hit that like, sub, comment, notification, do all that good stuff. According to Ramona Shelburne, okay, the fines have now exceeded 19 million. Of course, we know that Ben Simmons has been dot 360K a game, and for each game he misses, shoot arounds, film sessions, and avoiding, to avoid accumulating fees and fines. Uh, and the reason why he's been docked too is because he doesn't he won't stay long, and he's disengaged and all of that during those activities too. Now he's gonna continue to receive the chunk of money, and sources close to Ben Simmons have have said this, and they told ESPN that they said, "quote We don't give a fuck about the money." That's what they said. They continued on. They said, "quote That's not what it is. It's hard for people to understand, but if you believe in what you're doing, and that is and that is and that this is not the right situation for you, and you're trying to get to a better place, the money doesn't matter. Obviously, it's a financial hit, but you adjust." End quote. He continued on. He said, "quote It's easy to tell when someone is hurt when they have a cast on their arm. But this," he said, he continued on, and he said, "but this is mental health. You can't always see it. But ask yourself, how many people would lose $1 over this? That should tell you everything." End quote. Look, now the shit is going great. Now you want to go. Look, I just reported last night that Maxi came through that motherfucker, man. Ben Simmons is an afterthought. Had a wonderful game, put up a career high of 33 points without Embiid. And I had motherfuckers up in there telling me, "Oh yeah, man, you capping." And this is the reason why they said I was capping too. All right, and this was in the comment section of one. His name is uh RB with Philly. He's a Philly 76ers fan. And I basically said that Maxi is showing more leadership and displaying more leadership than Joel Embiid. He's showing more heart than pretty much everybody on that team. Everybody got livid, they got mad, of course, because they looking at the points that Embiid puts up. They be looking at, the fact that he's a superstar and all this other bullshit. No. What's up with it, Jelly Bean? I see you in the building. They're sitting up in there and they mad because Tyrese Maxey is growing up before everybody's eyes. Nigga put up 33 against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies and won the motherfucking game when the pressure was on. A young wolf, a young lion. And you gotta like that shit. But now Ben Simmons want to try to make his way back into he want to get some attention and all this other bullshit. Oh, you forgot about me. Man, if you don't sit your motherfucking Eddie Kane ass down, right? Listen, man, the team is doing good without you. You thought that, oh, well, I just sit out. I just go ahead and I play hardball. You know what? Y'all gonna lose if y'all don't have me. Yeah, we struggle for a little bit, motherfucker. But look, we going good without you. And a lot of people can't accept the fact that I told these motherfuckers. You said I look at Maxie, how I look at my PG and Alexander. Great leaders. Exactly. They motherfucking leaders. Look, everybody think that just because uh you 30 or you know what I'm saying, you 29 or some bullshit like that you gotta be a goddamn leader. No, nigga. Leadership is leadership no matter what fucking age you is. And that motherfucker wasn't no motherfucking leader, nigga. You ain't no leader if you sitting up there crying about something. Now this is another thing too, y'all and Jelly Bean. Check this out. That motherfucker Ben Simmons is still mad over the fact he first of all he said he's skeptical of Daryl Morey's willingness to trade him. Motherfucker, didn't you just have you had a meeting? Nigga, y'all had a meeting with Rich Paul and everything. Right? You sitting up in there, you skeptical about the willingness to trade him and all this other bullshit. Nigga, everybody been trying their best to make moves for you. They want to be done with this situation just as much as you do. And now another thing is that Ben Simmons is still upset that Joel Embiid blamed him for last season's playoff. Which okay, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like shit happens. He said he's frustrated also still that Doc Rivers didn't come and see him while he was in LA training over this last summer. Nigga, if you don't just get over that shit, man. Look, okay, he didn't come. Nigga, go out there, go fucking play, get your motherfucking value up and shit like that. Keep all that shit and then bounce on a motherfucking ass. But no, you want to sit up here, you want to be a little baby for shit. Listen, motherfuckers is really looking at that shit. You ain't got nobody but to blame for yourself. Look, I'm not gonna sit up. Look, everybody want to use that little life jacket or that motherfucking float as mental health and shit like that. No, I'm not going for that sympathy bullshit. Nigga, if you had all that motherfucking mental health going on, nigga, then okay, I bet you if you put two females in there, two naked females that's ready to go ahead and have a menage a trois and give you some wop, then you won't have no motherfucking mental health. Or these cars that you getting, you ain't had no motherfucking mental health. And look, and it ain't nothing to fuck around with. I know people that struggle with mental health. Yeah, exactly. You want to be a diva. Look, let me make this clear for you sensitive motherfuckers out here, because I know these motherfuckers gonna come up in here. Oh man, Polo, he capping, man. He said Ben Simmons wasn't good and all this other stuff. Look, I'm not saying that shit, all right? I'm not saying none of that shit. Ben Simmons is talented. I'm telling your motherfucking ass to get over it mentally. Nigga, if you really a man, if you a man, go have a sit down. Holler at them niggas face one on one, face to face. Man, even if y'all gotta, it gotta get a little physical, a little wrestle or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At least okay, we done settled the conflict. But you wanna sit up here pouting, whining, guess what? Ain't nobody thinking about your ass. Joel Embiid, even though I get on his case and stuff like that, he having a decent season. Now we're gonna see what happened in the playoff. Maxey having a decent season. Tobias Harris, he's starting to get back going again. Nigga, ain't nobody thinking about your motherfucking ass. Matter of fact, they trying to get rid of. Listen, these teams that are winning, they not worried about no motherfucking drama. You think Chicago worried about some motherfucking drama? Nah. You think Cleveland worried about some motherfucking drama? Nah. You see fucking Washington, they trying to and Jelly Bean in the DMV area. Hey, ain't you? Y'all think you is in DMV, Jelly Bean? Listen, they trying to get rid of that motherfucker Spencer Dinwiddie because they feel like he a motherfucking cancer to the team. Nigga, they trying to wash their hair. They trying to win. Nigga, you talk about Daryl Morey's willingness or unwillingness to trade your ass. Man, they trying to get your ass the fuck up out of there so they don't have to deal with no motherfucking headache. And you want to sit up here and pout about some shit that happened last year, nigga? Why you bringing up old shit, nigga? You old, you sitting up. Nah, born and live in Indiana, but Tyler's out that way. Okay. I thought you was in the DMV, but you a Ravens fan, so I just figured you was you were from the DMV. Maybe and you are a Ravens fan. I do have that right? Let me know. Check me on that if I'm wrong. But listen, I'm just saying we got to cut out all the bullshit. And see, I know motherfuckers is gonna get all sensitive just because I'm saying this shit. Look, the nigga got talent. The nigga can hoop. But Maxey is showing that nigga you an afterthought. You a motherfucking afterthought. Nigga did it without Embiid. Ain't make no excuses. Yes, has Ben Simmons played without Embiid? Yeah, he done that. But he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do the shit that Maxey is doing. Maxey show you everything. It's just like Tiki was saying yesterday about Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Davis. The reason why motherfuckers is gonna choose a nigga like Karl Anthony Towns is because I want a nigga that's gonna show up on the floor and not make no goddamn excuses. Nigga, you could have all the talent in the world, and AD might be more talented in some areas. But I got a nigga that's ready to play. He gonna suit up and he gonna take the criticism, ride or die or whatnot. You seen that in the playoffs in Atlanta. That nigga was up in there, willing to take on the task of playing playing against a nigga like Trae Young, who was busting our ass. Well, he played like shit through 3 quarters and all that in a lot of those games or whatever. But then towards the end, then that's when Trae Young would come on. He didn't struggle against New York. What's up with it? Think Tank ATL in the building. You said I got sentimental value with being Ravens. My first ever. Okay, I what? Okay. That's how you became a Ravens fan. You said for 19 million, them Philly fans. Hell yeah, man. Look, nigga, dog. They not thinking about that nigga no more. Tank. Nigga, hey, look, that's like, look, I'm gonna get real with you, nigga. That's like you and you move on. A girl, you been in a relationship, man. She making your appearance look bad, nigga. Your ass is overworked, you tired, nigga. You like, man, I'm done with this shit. I don't even want to be around your ass no more, man. You get around some another female or whatever. She tell you how much she don't want to be with you. She tell you, yeah, you this and you that, criticizing you. Then hey, listen, another person treasures another person's treasure. Guess what? Nigga, you back on deck. Got a female back on deck or whatever. And like a lot of females, they get really, really jealous and shit, especially if you got a girl that's even more prettier than them. They competitive than the motherfucker. Oh, now she want to come back. Now she calling you a little more. Hey, look, I made you a plate. Hey, look, getting up in your DM. She even up in there trying to send you pics, naked photos and shit like that. Hey, you can have this if you want it and shit like that. What about when I wanted it about 2 months ago and you put that shit on lock? It's the same damn interpretation and the same damn logic, Think Tank and Jelly Bean. But that motherfucker up in here, oh, I got mental health. My motherfucking nigga Jelly Bean was in the motherfucking military. You don't play with no shit like that. Nigga, I know niggas that got PTSD. I know niggas that was about to off their life and had to talk Nigga, if you ain't at that point, nigga, don't you scream no motherfucking mental health to me, nigga. I know dozens of niggas, man, that's ready to kill themselves because they feel like they ain't got no outlet. I know a nigga that about to kill himself because he came back from Iraq. That nigga could not find a job, and this nigga could fix any motherfucker. This nigga worked on helicopters. He worked on tanks. Nigga was cerebral. And that nigga, man, can't get no job. Why? Oh, well, PTSD holding him back, all this other shit. I said, nah, nigga, fuck that shit. And one of my motherfuckers, we had a friend of the family. Thank God, you know, he was high ranking in the military, got his ass working in the VA. You gotta stop making all these motherfucking excuses, man. You sitting up in there talking about, oh yeah, mental health. I don't play with no shit like that. Yeah, man, Calvin really, you know, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Look, nigga, it's either your ass is gonna play or you not gonna play. Nigga, you're not dead yet. Nigga, your ass is out there playing at St. Joe's. You out there playing at St. Joe's, out there hooping, and then it's been reported that you've been out there hooping with other NBA players in private and shit. Like we stupid. Nigga, we know your ass is trying to keep in shape and all this other stuff. They've been saying that you've been dominating all these motherfucking uh uh guys that, you know, were has-beens or wannabes and stuff like that, and they not on your motherfucking level. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I knew a guy that was schizophrenic, and this nigga was in the hood, man. But hey, that motherfucker could fix any fucking car. And he was cerebral, but his temper was like A1, man. We had to actually stop this dude from actually slamming the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have killed this dude. You know, but we had to do it. The only reason he knew, there's only several dudes that could really talk him out of doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? This dude, and he loved to fight too. Fighting to him was exercise. He'll fight. He fought like three guys at once or whatever, and he's like, he was telling the other dude to come on, and he uh he ran because two of the dudes was short, and another dude was about his size. You gotta think this dude was like 6'5". He weighed about 300, but he moved big. You know, the only reason he couldn't play football is because he threw his helmet at one of the coaches. This nigga was he played tackle and could move for his size, but he threw a helmet at one of the coaches because they kept telling him to stop making so much noise. And also he almost put the quarterback out. You're not supposed to fuck with the quarterback when they got red on in practice and shit. He kept consistently tackling that motherfucker. So the coach told him to stop doing it, and then he slapped the coach and he said, "Get the fuck out my face," and he threw a helmet and shit like that. And so they had to call the police and escort him off the field and shit like that. Man, he was up in there fighting the police or whatever. So they called his mom. We was trying to calm him down, but that wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Big ass nigga. But anyways, man, this dude fought like three guys at once. Uh, he he rammed one of this guy right into the car window. It was because there were two twins that was trying to jump him. He rammed this other guy into the car window or whatever, and then the other guy he tried to pick up something. I can't remember what it was he tried to pick up or whatever, but man, he was strong enough to take that motherfucker back. Man, he hit the dude in the stomach, man, and then this other dude or whatever, man, he put him in the headlock and was about to suffocate that nigga to death. But man, like you got to leave them niggas with mental health alone. Like he naturally gifted with fighting. That in his household because he got like three brothers, and one of his brothers I pretty much grew up with. Man, listen, if you meet him at the door, nah, you had to fight. It wasn't no man, what's up, and none of that other stuff. The first thing he gonna do, he's gonna deck you in your chest, and then you had to start fighting. He be like, man, get your punk ass up, da 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 da, you know. But God rest one of his soul. My bad, man. It's all, but that's mental health, nigga. And they had to put him in a crazy home. You said Ben Simmons needs the same heat like Kyrie, KD, Bron, Kawhi. Get some. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yo, Polo. It's sad because it's two black brothers lying, making mental health for black people that really suffer. Yeah, exactly. I don't play with that type of shit. I don't play with that stupid shit, man. Like it, not calling mental health stupid, but I'm talking the fact that people lying about that shit. You know, a lot of people don't know, man. You gotta really see when because I a lot of people don't know, man. I did go to Job Corps. Listen, we got a thing where you have to go through a thing called social skills. And see, a lot of people don't know that it's kind of like a anger management type of thing or whatever. And you sit down and you learn how to actually talk to people, have conversations with them. What what confrontations to avoid, whether it's verbal or physical. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And people got really serious problems. They don't know how to conversate. You know, I got family members like that. They don't know how to conversate. Guess what? They know confrontation. That's all they know. Some niggas that's all they know how to do is take uh take the anger out physically. But I'm not trying to stray away from the subject, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just I look at a guy like Ben Simmons, and you look how talented he is, and he wants to do all this standoff stuff. You're not. Listen, you're making the problem worse. You're not gaining nothing in there, and there ain't no end game to this shit. And not only that, teams and GMs, man, they're gonna take a risk, but you pretty much gonna be an afterthought. You know what they're gonna look at? They're gonna look at the fact that, okay, well, damn, the Sixers are winning. We thought that they would be missing Ben Simmons. They not missing your ass. They not missing your ass at all. Matter of fact, we winning. Now it's gonna be, we gotta show up in the playoffs. That's my biggest thing. I want Joel Embiid to show up in the playoffs, but that's where you make your name. That's where you become respected is in the playoffs. People wonder why Rondo got so much respect. Man, it's not what Rondo does in the regular season. It's how he used to perform in the playoffs. And truth be told, a lot of these motherfuckers could care less about the regular season. The real season is getting ready to start after All Star break. For some, probably hope is not not in their vocabulary because it's you might as well just go ahead and just look forward to next season. If we talking like Orlando or even Houston, you know, but for some of these teams that have a fighting chance, the season can't start. The season has started after the All Star break. Everybody knows that, and nobody's taking this shit, the season seriously up until that point. But yeah, Ben Simmons, man, It's not a good situation. And some of y'all think that this is my last point too, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna bounce out, y'all. I put the link in the chat if y'all wanted to come in, but it's all good. Um, look, a lot of y'all think that just because these guys are millionaires and oh well, they'll be all right and they're well off and all this other shit. Nigga, 19 million is still a lot of damn money. 19 million is still a lot of money, whether you want to believe it or not. And some people might say, okay, well, he's probably just focused on playing basketball. He don't care about the money and all this other stuff. Just like this guy, the sources closest to him said, that's not the truth. Nigga, you give a damn about that money because you done went off purchasing all this other shit, and now you still got to pay bills. You still got to pay bills. At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck if you no millionaire or not. Nigga, you still got to pay bills. They could care less. They want their payment on time. So I just want people to realize that, man. But yeah, Ben Simmons, man, he fucking things up for himself, and I don't feel no sympathy for him. Matter of fact, he need to make up his mind. Look, if I'm Ben Simmons, man, I bite the bullet, man, and just go ahead and just get out there and just go ahead and play. Cause you're not doing anything to help yourself. And yeah, I know you playing against guys that are mediocre and stuff like that, but it's not game like action. You know what I'm saying? You haven't been playing in the within the season. You haven't been playing in no team structure. You just playing some pickup and stuff like that. And yeah, you'll probably be in shape and everything like that, but we talking about your fundamentals. We talking about your situation. When you out there, stuff, real stuff that you have to work on. Yeah, the athleticism is probably still there. The timing and all that is probably still there, but you still needed to work on other stuff. A lot of people criticized you about your jumper. What about that? And look, if you gonna stand off, man, you need to do it in a quiet way. Don't send no sources and none of that other shit. You need to do this shit in a quiet way. You need to do this shit in a quiet way. Handle that shit behind the scenes, man. Especially that shit that you got going with Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers. They not thinking about that shit. You the only one that feels some type of way about the shit. You are the only one that really cares about this shit. Everybody else, look, the Sixers fans, yeah, they'll be like, hey, yeah, Ben Simmons is back, but dog, Maxi is that guy right now. People looked at Maxi funny because they're like, okay, well, where the hell is Ben Simmons? Nah, Maxi in his mind and knowing how niggas from Texas think, niggas a new sheriff in town. Whether you like that shit or not. His name Tyrese Maxey. Nigga is a young bull, nigga. He ain't no nigga, that nigga's a young bull, young lion, young wolf, whatever you want to call him. It don't matter, nigga. The nigga is a beast. And hadn't even hit his prime yet. And if they give Quickly and Obi Toppin the same type of opportunity, I bet you they'll be able to do the same thing. Nigga made his mistakes. He gonna continue to make his little mistakes early and shit like that. But the difference that separates him and a nigga like Ben Simmons is the fact that nigga's willing to learn. That nigga's apply it. That nigga want to get better with his game. That nigga want to progress and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta get out there and make strides to your game. Maxie has already taken the leap. Edwards, they said, oh, all he is about athleticism. He need to work on his shot. Look at that motherfucker Anthony Edwards. Made strides in his game. And they at 500 from my understanding. But nah, y'all too focused on the name. Nigga, I'm fuck a name. I'm worried about winning games. And that nigga Maxie was outplaying that. Well, you know, Ja Morant had 37. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Ja Morant, you know, Ja Morant is Ja Morant. He's a leader. He's a natural born leader. Just like that motherfucking Maxie. He a natural born leader or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid up in there, you know, going through the hallway, stuff like that. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, that a part of you nervous about that shit. Cause they want to see something. They want to see something else. They tired of, you know, you putting up 50 and 40 and all this other shit, and then when you get to the motherfucking playoffs, it don't mean shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit, nigga. We want to actually see wins. We want to see, okay, this shit actually means something. We actually going somewhere. You know, you an afterthought right now. You know, but also they, you know, there's a lot of people. You know, I reported the other day that you know, they haven't ruled out, they haven't given up on Ben Simmons. You know, you sitting up in here saying he's skeptical about Daryl Morey. Don't you think that motherfuckers want to try to work this shit out? Don't you think, you know, a lot of them want you back on the floor? So, y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments. Like the video, share it, subscribe. Hit them notifications. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I'll get at you later.